run for almost a week. I don't know the number of days. So share your experience with us, because if we can successfully contain the issues around the military, the Navy, the Air Force, the Army, I think their own is even milder because they are already on duties. Those other institutions are not on duties. So how did you go about it? Looking at commonality of their operations, they need to move, they have different satellite formations at state, even at local government level. How can we go about it? We will listen to them to know their requirements. But then, how did you succeed in doing that? That training in particular. Because I know we fixed a date for it, and they gathered all their officers from different parts of the country, and they came here. So shed more light.
Thank you. Straight to the morning source, which was conducted from police headquarters at the International Peace Center in Abuja, where all the state commands sent their staff for the training. I'm glad how we can meet together and see how we can help. The police agreed to provide the venue, connected with the internet, and with laptops, which they were able to do. We provided them with the trainers and the materials, and we were there to facilitate the documents. That's what we did for the police. Staff at the office and at all the commands in the village. For the army, the military institutions, the army forces have about maybe, broadly we could say 3 categories of agencies: the Air Force, the Navy, and the army itself. But they also have institutions like DICON, like the Defense Academy and others. So those we train them from here. We have really given the program for the days when they come for trainings, and they send their staff, they assign them, we train them the days that we come.
How many days?
About 1 week. We train them.
You see, you come here, you think there is a military conference with their vehicles and whatever. I really wanted to know that. And of course, what we need to do is to hear you, know your peculiarities, what exactly you want, and we enable you to do that within the ambit of case.
Thank you very much. Let me start. Even for that money coming, we go to the banks, we should be making expenses. We have one extra account or so, that's in the account for me. But we have a peculiar project. Like I told you, we have over almost about 450 formations. We discussed this last time when we guided commercial banks. And when we came here at that time, we were told that those accounts, that disbursing accounts, will not be affected. But on the 15th, 11 o'clock p.m., all the balances are mopped up. And for the past 1 month, we don't have any accounts that we are running with. So I've signed off last week here the accounts. Enrollment. So what's now the field commands, once we get money, we disburse from H2. So that's why we come to meet again with this letter. Now with this our peculiarity, and from what we are assured the other time, how do we go about this? Because the year is running to an end, the activity is picking up. We need to send money to them. Everybody will have money. And everybody is complaining that their results are good now. So that means that the pressure is on me. So I must interface with the office of AGF so that the earlier we get these accounts open, solve how we run account management and these formations. So that because the public doesn't know what are running your office.
I thought, like I also said earlier, there may be some administrative controls on your part. When I say administrative control, yes, you will identify users. Depending on what you want, if your present arrangement is okay by you, you can still operate with it. But in terms of setting ceilings of spending for your formations, this may be administratively done. And then we enable formations to operate within those administrative controls. I may be better understood later as discussion goes on. But then, the most important thing is, one, the formations have to be depending on what you want. And this is the time you can control whatever you want to control in terms of number of those you want and the authority for them to commit your organizations and for how much and to which extent within the limits, within the budgets possibly you set for them. So let us begin to talk of what you've done for the Nigerian army or the military and the police along that line, because I don't think it may be feasible for you to centralize everything here to the extent that you will be paying individuals and institutions out there from here.
Thank you, sir.
So we will accommodate that desire, that need, that aspiration. But then, in terms of where you want the training to take place, in terms of how, in terms of when, I believe how soon you want it. It's a matter of urgency, you want it soon. So all this you determine, and I want us to make far-reaching progress today in such a way that when we are coming, we are only coming to tidy up areas that are not fully understood or acted upon. But in terms of accessing your money, I want us today to reach a point, to reach a position where we can enable you to access your money. But this largely depends on how, when, and you make available such personnel to be trained to access your money.
Rest assured, even if you speak tomorrow, it's possible.
No. We are talking of different formations across the country.
We get them.
Depending on what you want.
What we agree today.
So, is that okay by us? Mr. Mugabe, are we ready at any time they come for the training?
We are ready. Though at times, of course, we have space.
No, we have a training center.
I think we are training the judiciary. Now we can potentially have a small constitutional space, but it's not a very big one that really stops us.
No, they can organize a space.
Yeah, they do.
If it is within Abuja, anyway, even if it is Lagos.
No, it's 110 computers.
It's okay. It's okay.
The full connectivity.
Yeah, they have just full connectivity.
Yeah.
In Abuja here,
I think that's much better.
with respect to our sub-account, what do we need to do?
They also need to show you that. So probably what will happen, we can design a saving program. Then use
So we do it concurrently.
But we're already on GPS.
no on remitter.
We've not been allocated the sub-account, but I understood that when the account is created, then they do the mapping to the various inflows of it.
No, but even that may require some training.
Yes, of course. We are waiting because the account, the sub-account has to be created.
In fact, we are.
Or is there a dummy that
No.
can do the training? If there's a
We
dummy,
are duty bound to facilitate creators of CBN, pushing them to do this thing, because without it we can't move anywhere. So please, part of already I know you are interfacing with CBN. We went to them yesterday, we came back with some results. We need to be more and more in that regard, so that we push them. If it doesn't work, even while they don't do their work, it will be seen as if the problem is from us. Yes, so they are in the other end, but we are at the center, and that is why the Home Marshal is here, not at CBN.
Because with these, the training is a given. Even though we are doing things and all these things before, so and we have complied with IPP, all these things from the word-go, obedience and that. So is to ensure our improvements, because when the data people came in, we were told that it's only the H2 accounts they're talking about. This is where it's bottom from here, it goes on the affected. And but since they're affected now, obedience servant must come back to seek clarification and the way forward, so that we move on. That is how to move on is what we're here for. And you have mentioned trading, we have the facility that trading can be done. The next thing is all these accounts now. How do we do it now?
Okay, so you mean in all these accounts spread or what?
This formation,
In
Or
fact,
formations.
so when we first enrolled on the GFMIS, for our head capital, this challenge came up, and I remember we wrote that time, and the technical team that came, because the GFMIS platform was created only for headquarters. Meanwhile, we have all these branches. So we are now, and then the GFMIS was created purely on the expense lines. So there is nowhere you can give somebody like our command money and say, okay, take this money and spend, because from the GFMIS it will go out as expense. I read that issue at the beginning of this thing, when the advice they gave us, we even wrote a letter that time. They said, okay, that what we can do is we should just be given the commands or application on those expense lines.
They will make a return.
It's already, because the problem is, but already it's expended as you are giving out. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. As you are giving out, it's already expended on the. So we raised that issue. So I think this is an opportunity also, that problem can be resolved, so that those commands.
So what happened is the commands are not in GP.
They are not on GP.
They are operating normal commercial
yes,
banks.
commercial banks.
So now the issue is how do we bring them in? And that is exactly the beginning, is to train them, to enroll them, to enable them access, depending on administrative controls you put, depending on administrative limits you set for them. And we believe these are discipline commands. They will stick to whatever is instructed upon them. They will stick to their limits. They must stick to their budget. And of course, they must know the importance of AI. Operate within this amount for this. Monthly, you can develop an AI kind of approach. You give them from the headquarters.
And we give them the breakdown. That's what we give them.
Yes,
that breakdown.
Exactly. That is exactly AI. It's just a matter of nomenclature. Just a matter of words, name. You give them a limit, they must operate within that limit.
So that means from the units and sectors, all of them we assess their funds.
Yes.
From the
yes,
same account.
Yes, from the same thing.
I think we have to see now, we will put the level where we stop.
That is why I said there is more of administrative consideration in this. You may want at this point to say, look, we don't want to continue the way we've been going. We don't want things to be moved. We want this level of control. This is what we want. Unless and until you do that and identify who and who you want to access, and to access what.
All the state companies.
That is how we will bring you in.
From what we are looking at then, we have these 37 sector commands. We've sent this letter.
Like state commands, which is okay.
So those 37 can, the zonal expenditure can go in.
Through.
Then all the unit commands under their local government commands can go there.
Yes.
Everybody will know their amount allocated to them, and that they cannot, if there's any cheating.
It is a matter of record keeping. All the necessary ledgers will be kept.
So everybody will send their money from the state command. Then that means like the zonal accountant will now control that one at that level, administrative. So that means that 7 accounts. But like these ones, these production plans for normal plates will request for them to still maintain their independence. And in academic, our academic and training school, those ones cannot go under those.
So they can also come for the same training and be given access.
The principles to agree that, okay, that's 7 states, like
plus
6 plus 1, that's 7,
okay,
plus the 3
independent, yes,
plus the training school in just academy and the
we will enable you. So you invite
about 40 users.
About 40 different.
41.
Yeah. Yes.
This is 3.
This is 4.
Academic training school. That is.
So you can see now changes are taking place. It's excellent for efficiency. Yes.
The account is one.
TSA is highly flexible. Expand it as time goes by.
trained, then when can we have the training? That means representative, that means one person from this formation, that means 42 staff to be trained. That's what they're saying now.
The level of leaders for each stage.
Because you see, there must be backups.
Three levels.
Somebody will draft in the system for control, another person will review, another will approve or finalize. So three
Parts, location, account.
Because if you allow, if you allow one person to initiate a transaction,
because two for each level, draft and submission, approval, finalize, two.
No,
So that if one is at this stage,
and the approval can also review,
finalize,
and then the finalizer can also approve it. So four is okay.
You see, commercial I alone can initiate a transaction and conclude it to the end. It's dangerous, highly dangerous. It's not about I trust Accountant General of the Federation. He will not play funny. No. That is a control that must be there. Somebody will initiate, somebody will review, somebody will check whatever, and then somebody will finally pay. Again, we are human beings. What if I fall sick? The whole zone, the whole command is in darkness because the payer, so there has to be some backup, some flexibility and so on. And in any case, at any time, you need changes, we are here. If it is duly approved, we will effect immediate instant change.
So for how many days is training per batch? Because what I have here now, that is 172 staff. How many days is training per?
Just 1 day is enough.
1 day at our own level. Yeah, so
Payment process.
all these details is secondary.
Please, if there is anything you want us to do or you want me in particular to do, commercial will not come back there.
I'll only come and drink coffee.
And
I'll bring my man come and thank you.
You promise to come to my village.
I will come this weekend, or you will bring me.
I have a function.
Because our facility can take comfortably 100. So these ones are
Two segments.
2 segments, 2 batches.
We discussed it more, remember?
Putting them through.
Let's work on the details.
So
Maybe sir, before you go to see the wild animals, the question about revenue and what we have seen as one of the issues. I imagine see people doing stuff to pay and
no, we sorted out that one.
so if we don't address the revenue collection side,
We don't have problem.
we might have
We have not already on the...
Well, daily, offenders are saying now the money is going straight to CRM. Daily, every second, every minute, every hour.
If it's available, it's
From day one of the implementation, we complied. All our fines account have been closed. So as offenders are paying now, the money is going per second to CRM. The obedience server.
maybe we discuss it more. There's something more we need to know about the accounting side. Very amounts. Because you may not know the different details of these payments. So we have been encouraging that they begin to classify it better. And so as part of the training, you need to help them to sort out some areas. Then to get them to assign people. And probably we may have to change the documents we give out from the board to reflect proper information there. So by the time you come from the bank, it's complete.
Alright.
And that's why I thought I should bring it to this meeting, because it involves listing the appropriated station which is used to.
No, we don't issue citations. It's like
on that platform, all our list of offenses are there, which we charge for each offense. Visit the remitter, FRSC, check fines. You see it. Just open the platform. You see it. You see it. Open it.
I don't think we have problem with the
Revenue.
revenue.
Why we bring it? This trade measure will put you under the measure because we want to comply with the government. But it is training now that we're going to do. We'll be exposing more to the gymnast platform so that we can start using the gymnast platform. That's what we said. But when all this problem will be solved in the classroom. Just give us that.
But as of today, we are obedient servants.
Commercial and to get into the office of the Vice President, and one of the key institutions that I mentioned have complied.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So take that from me,
Thank you, sir.
and we feel elated and feel encouraged by your level of cooperation.
Thank you, sir.
And we look forward to better cooperation. And we are here for you.
So that's the training they gave us.
Yes, if there is any issue, yes, yeah, I know. Incidentally, I had to cede this year's course to somebody because I cannot leave.
Otherwise, come the sorting, and like I said, this is the last time. With this training now, we work towards money.
Please, are there any, even what we need to let us do, in particular, take their name, whatever they need to do, I mean the CBN, to ensure that these sub-accounts are there and they are linked. Their own accounts already is open. So is it operational? Can they? Please, that is the aspect. Please, if it means also you interfacing with them, I need to know if there is any need for me to push again or talk to even the civilian government on their behalf. I will do that.
So that's also part of the trainers. So
Production of driver's license number plates. The money are there. So that these are kind of people we need to pay.
Please.
We need to, and the state have been tolerant with us for the past 1 month. And the moment
they need money,
talking,
all of them.
The moment they start talking, we must not do anything that will make government to be around. And we have to Mr. President. So that's why we need this assistance.
So actually, we don't need to. It was only yesterday that these accounts were off. So virtually that was the delay. But we are sure between now and Monday, everything will go.
And the money to have actualized it. So
Actually, your accounts at state level, where I follow up of enforcement strategy by government, they directed CBN to instruct all banks to mop up all the money so that in the end, everybody complies, and then we come and identify who gets what back and so on and so forth. It's part of enforcement strategy. And it was done by CBN, actually not by this one.
So that day you should have done this. We work towards Monday for the training. It's just for me to give a signal today, tomorrow, report, and do we batch them. They will come then. Where will I get money to pay their transport now? You give me a loan to pay their transport at per diem.
Do they need a bailout?
I need a bailout. Continue to strengthen. And I think one day when you are free, come and see what we have done.
I will.
Our dashboard platform can be useful to all these things now. You can share some of these things and you see it, putting around the thing. And when you are less busy that you don't have much discuss that, just want to visit us. Let the management also appreciate it.
I will.
They always report back to them.
I will. I will create time. I will write you officially.
You don't need to write me. Like I've not written to you before you said that you come. Let the protocol just call me and through him that I'm now going to sit and you come. You are breaking the barriers.
Okay.
I'm not written to you before coming. Please. I'm grateful, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, room for photograph.
Yes.